Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Hurricane Milton made landfall just over an hour ago in Florida as a Category 3 storm, now downgraded to a Category 2. It brought powerful winds, a dangerous surge, and potential flooding, hitting the Siesta Key area first. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Conditions in Florida are worsening. The time to evacuate has already come to an end. Hurricane Milton has hit Florida's Gulf Coast. Rebecca Castor has more from Tampa.
A long night here in Florida as Milton makes landfall and crosses the state. It's being called the storm of the century. Hurricane Milton slamming Florida's west coast with torrential rain and dangerous winds. Streets are beginning to flood and hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses are without power. Making matters worse, tornadoes are spawning across the state.
Stay inside and stay off the roads. Floodwaters and rushing storm surge are very dangerous.
More than 8,000 federal personnel are on the ground in the southeast ready to assist with emergency response and recovery. 20 million meals and 40 million liters of water are also at the ready.
FEMA and the entire federal family will be there to provide those immediate life-saving activities and begin to stabilize the incident after the storm passes.
Despite mandatory evacuation orders in areas, some are choosing to stay behind.
Probably be a few days without power, and they'll turn it back on. I don't recommend this to anybody, not a soul, but we're going to be fine.
It was in the best interest for my wife and children to leave, and for me to remain to ensure the house is okay, ensure our business is okay, and protect our property.
But most people listen to the warnings.
We can stand the wind and we can stand hurricanes, but the flooding, no, we're not taking a chance on that.
Search and rescue teams, helicopters, and high water vehicles are ready to be deployed when needed. In Tampa, Florida, Rebecca Castor, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we want to share a new video tonight from a viewer. It shows you a tornado touching down in Florida. Take a look here. You can see debris flying around and a tractor trailer flipping over. The cars on the road were shaken pretty badly too. And the viewer told Fox 61 his son is a lineman working down in Florida. He was part of a crew driving through Fort Myers on their way to Tampa. We don't have an update to the other vehicles there on the road. We just hope that truck driver is okay.
Yeah, we sure do. I guess the tornadoes are a feature of the hurricanes as they come ashore down there in Florida. It stirs them up, and just one more concern, one more worry for the people in Florida tonight as Milton makes landfall.
Yeah, and they were touching down pretty early in the afternoon, Rachel.
And these weren't weak tornadoes either. There were some really powerful, very strong tornadoes that we were actually able to confirm just by looking at the radar because they contained debris. So yes, that was just adding insult to injury and what's already been a terrible day in Florida. The eye making landfall around 8:30 in Siesta Key. The storm is looking a little bit asymmetrical now that it has made landfall. You'll see the heaviest rain on the northern side of the eye. However, it's the storm surge south of the eye that is the worst. So Tampa and Tampa Bay will end up seeing kind of reverse storm surge with water being pushed out of Tampa Bay. But just to the south, as you head towards Sarasota, down through Fort Myers, all of that wind is pushing all of the Gulf of Mexico up into land and causing some really nasty storm surge. As the evening goes on, the storm moving east-northeast over the Florida peninsula, crossing over Orlando as a hurricane and still a hurricane even as it emerges into the Atlantic Ocean, and it will continue to weaken as it heads towards Bermuda. We are not anticipating any impact here close to home. I had to back up these observations to about 15 minutes or so ago, so this is from 9:45, because most of our other observations have already lost power and I can't receive any more data from them. And this Sarasota one lost power shortly after 9:45. So 102 mile-an-hour gusts actually being reported by sensors there. It is no wonder that power has gone out since then. We're still talking about major flooding caused by all of this heavy rain, wind damage right around the center of the eye, but even expanding from that with a very large wind field containing tropical storm force winds. And again, this storm will continue to move out into the Atlantic. No threat to us here in the state. Lows tonight in the 40s. Tomorrow is the coolest day of the week. Highs in the 50s, lots of sunshine, and it's awfully chilly heading into tomorrow night. Your full forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Rachel. We have news tonight on a disturbing incident out of Avon. Last Friday, a teenage boy was hit by a car while riding his bike. The suspected driver, Alex Rivera, is accused of hitting the 16-year-old and fleeing the scene.
And now the community is coming together to support that teen and his family. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot explains from Avon.
The Avon community is rallying behind the Shields family. Liam Shields is a sophomore at Avon High School, and he's in critical condition after being hit on Friday while riding his bike.
When I first saw what happened on the internet, I reached out to a friend of mine and I said, oh my God, what can we do?
Liam Shields was riding his bike last Friday on Arch Road in Avon when police say he was hit by a vehicle. Shields was then trapped on the roof of the vehicle for over 4 miles, all the way to Harris Road, where police say he was then pushed off by the driver, Alex Rivera. Now, as Shields recovers from his injuries, local businesses across Avon are stepping up to support the community that supports them.
We're going to donate at least 10% of all of our sales, and possibly more. Okay, and there'll be a donation jar here, and so if they wanted to put something in the jar, that goes 100% goes to the family.
Along with Cake Gypsy Puerto Vallarta also donated proceeds of its sales from Monday.
I mean, I personally had 35 tables from 5 to 9. So it's normally I have 10 tables at max. So you're talking about 3 times my regular table. So it was awesome. I mean, the community came back, supported Liam, and then we gave back more than what we normally do.
The fundraiser was originally for the Avon boys soccer team, which Shields plays on, but because people heard about the incident, even more people came to support.
So I took it really personal in the fact that people are so lovable. They care of their own community.
On Wednesday, prayer messages were collected at St. Anne's Church for Liam and the entire Shields family. A GoFundMe started by a family friend has already reached and surpassed its goal of $50,000. Restaurants like Cake Gypsy, Puerto Vallarta, Lisa Luna's Pizza in Simsbury, and Crown and Hammer restaurants will be donating proceeds of their sales on Thursday to support the Shields family. In Avon, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Kay, thank you. We are learning new details tonight about a homicide in New Haven. We just learned 21-year-old Najir Wicker died from a shooting. It happened at the intersection of Ferry Street and Wolcott Street around noon today. Police say Wicker was taken to a hospital following the shooting, where he later died. Police are investigating the shooting tonight.
A mother is pleading for justice. Her 7-month-old baby was found unresponsive in a bathtub. Elizabeth Porto Carrero says the child's father and his family were caring for the baby when it died. This happened Sunday night at an East Haven home. Police have not released the name of the baby's father, and as of now, no charges have been filed.
We're supposed to care for them, us. We're the parents. And whatever was more important that you felt the need to step out of that bathroom cost us our beautiful 7-month-old child's life.
And the mother's family is collecting donations to cover the little boy's funeral. We have a link for that up at fox61.com.